All right, now let's create the next one, which is this one. Okay, so let's get started. So this was the level and players, which is this. Let's close this. Let's go in the widgets. Let's create another one. So this one is going to be game mode. What are we going to call it? List tile, maybe. Yeah, let's just give it that name. Game mode list tile dot. Okay, so it's also going to be a stateless widget. Game mode list tile. All right, so also here we are going to pass required this dot game provider. Okay, that's all we need to pass. Then let's initialize that game provider. So let's just import it, and then here let's get the modes to switch between time mode and then not time mode. So let's say final. Here we're going to say time mode, which is going to get game provider dot is time mode. Okay, this one. Okay, we're getting this boolean. All right, so let's go back, and then let's also get the unchanged final unchanged, because here we are going to use the list tile. Okay, we're going to use the switch list tile. Okay, you can see that here this is a switch. Okay, so we're going to use the switch list tile to display this. All right, now here we need to set game mode. Okay, so let's go to game provider. Did we create the method to set is time mode? I don't think so. So down here, let's say set is the time mode, which is going to be that. Okay, now let's go back here, and then we have that method. All right, now here let's return a switch list tile, switch list tile like that. And then of course we don't need the content padding. So content padding, we want it to be 0. And then the value we know is going to be the time mode. Then unchanged is going to be our unchanged up here. All right. Now, right now we can give it a try. So let's go to the global method and then call our method. So here we have this one, and then we have this size box. Let's do 10, and then after this below, let's get the, so let's put comments here. It's going to be that, and then next let's have a time mode, which is going to be game mode list tile. Let's import that, and then let's get that, then put it here. Now we can hot reload. Let's wait for it to load, and then if we click here, you can see we have that switch. Okay, now let's just put the words here. Okay, the title, subtitle, and the trailing here. All right, so let's go back to the game mode list tile, and then here so for the switch list tile, the trailing is called the secondary. Okay, secondary. Okay, so this one again, we're going to get the same container, so we're going to use the same one like we did. So let's click tab. This is, we want it to be the same like this one, but we're just going to change the color so that they look different. Okay, so we have the edges set, and then we have the decoration. So this one is the color gray. We'll see how it looks, and then the icon. So for the icon, what I'm gonna do is first let's wrap it also with a padding. Okay, first let's look we did here. What did we do with our icon? So we just put the icon, we didn't even put it in the padding. Okay, so maybe let's leave it. We'll also just put the icon there. And then the other thing is here, we need to change the icon. If we switch and when we switch, we want to show the other icon, like what we are doing here. You can see if it's the time, if its timer is off, we have numbers, and then if it's on, we have the timer here. Okay, so let's do the same. Okay, so here on the icon, what we have to do is we will check the time mode. Okay, if it's time mode, we are going to show that icon. Okay, else we are going to, okay, I think this is even the better idea, to show the timer off. Okay, now let's hot reload. We have that, and then when we switch, we have the timer off. I think this is better than what we are doing here. Okay, showing the timer or that, but all of these is entirely up to you guys. Okay, you can choose what icons to show here. So here the color is going to be white, and then here this, let's call deep purple. All right, let's hot reload. Yeah, we want it to be like that. Great. Okay, so now this should be the first icon. Let's cut it, then let's put it here, then let's put that there. Should be like that. Now if we hot reload, it should start with no timer, and then we can put the timer. All right, I think this is better. All right, so now that that is done, we just need to put the title and the subtitle here. So for that, we also have, after the secondary here, let's have a title. Title, which is going to be that, but the title will have the same one, and then let's have a subtitle. Subtitle, which is that. So the way it is like this, let's hot reload. We can see that we have that. If we click here, we have time mode. Select time, select the time mode, select the number of words. Okay, great. So these, let's also have them as constants. Okay, so let's go to constants, and then let's create those constants. Time mode, and then next let's have a time mode description. Next let's have that. You can see how quickly we are doing this because we have an AI assistant. Okay, so now let's just go back here. Let's close that, back here, and then we simply going to call our constants dot what's this, constants dot time. So let's import that dot time mode, constants dot words mode, constants constant dot what's this, time mode description, and then we have constants dot word mode description. If we hot reload, it's still going to work the same way. All right, so this is done. Next we are going to move on to the last one here. Okay, so let's end this video right now, and then the next one we're going to do the last widget.